The Boston Celtics were one of the most active teams in last year's offseason. They were just one win from returning to the finals, but this didn't stop the Celtics front office from continuing to improve. Their biggest move was to trade the fan favorite Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis. But they didn't stop there, trading Robert Williams and the reigning sixth man of the year in Malcolm Brogdon in exchange for Jrue Holiday. With these moves, the Celtics sacrificed depth for a talent upgrade. The Celtics' second unit has gotten worse from last year, but their starting five of Holiday, White, Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis has been absolutely murdering teams. Their starting lineup's net rating is a plus 14, which is the highest net rating of all five-man units in the NBA. This has helped the Celtics to get off to a great start to the season at 5-0, giving them the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics starting lineup is now filled with lethal weapons, with all 5 of their starters having the ability to shoot, drive, and pass the rock at a high level. The collective hot shooting on the floor has created great spacing. Now the paint is consistently clear for drives, as everyone for Boston is a threat to hit the open shot. When teams do send help defense on drives, this usually leads to an open 3, and the Celtics as a team are hitting the open 3-pointers at 40%. The floor is also consistently open for cutting, with help defenders staying attached to their man, leading to uncontested layups and dunks off backdoor cuts. Overall, the Celtics' 5-out spacing generates great shots and forces teams to pick their poison, either give up a dunk or layup at the rim, or send help defense and give up an open 3 to a good shooter. A big part of the Celtics' offense has been the unicorn. They run a lot of pick and roll with KP as the screener, and in the starting lineup, KP is playing alongside 4 ball handlers that he can run 2-man game with. He's deadly in the pick and pop, where he drains the open 3 at a high percentage, and his height and high release point allows him to hit these even when well defended. And KP isn't just a pick and pop big, he's also a deadly roller to the basket, where his size and athleticism make him a great lob target and finisher. The Celtics have also allowed KP to go to work on post-ups. When KP ends up with a guard on him, they make sure to dump the ball to him down low. When KP was younger, he struggled on his post-ups even when he had a mismatch. But now KP has gotten a lot stronger, allowing him to dominate smaller players in the post. He doesn't need to do much dribbling. Once he catches the entry pass, he can just go straight up and finish. So far, KP has been one of the most dominant post-up players in the league statistically, ranking second in points per play on post-ups and shooting an insane 83% on his post-ups as well. Porzingis is also an underrated passer. He tends to draw a lot of extra defenders on his post-ups, and his height allows him to see over the defense and find the open man. On this post-up, Porzingis gets double teamed, and he makes the right decision, kicking it out to Jaylen Brown, who drains the corner 3. On this Porzingis post-up, notice how Kuzma has left his man to provide help defense. Again, KP makes the right decision, and this time it's Jason Tatum who's the beneficiary with the corner 3. On this defensive play, the Brooklyn Nets are going to switch, leading to the much smaller Cam Thomas on Porzingis. The Celtics get it to Porzingis in the post. He sees the double team coming, kicks it out to Jason Tatum, who pump fakes to get rid of Mikal Bridges and then drains the open 3. KP also has a good eye for identifying cutters, and so far he's connected with several of his teammates on backdoor cuts. KP has also been amazing on the defensive end. The Celtics have one of the stingiest interior defenses in the NBA, and most of that is thanks to Porzingis, who's been excellent as a rim protector for the Celtics. He easily blocks the shots of driving players, but it's not just about the blocks, it's the fact that KP knows how to stay on his feet, not go for pump fakes, and force defenders to finish over his 7'6" wingspan. Porzingis has also held up really well on switches. His agility helps him to stay with much smaller players. On this play, he's guarding Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie drives, but he doesn't even attempt this shot with KP right next to him. He passes it out, and the Celtics only give up this contested 3. This time, Porzingis is guarding the much smaller Cam Thomas. Cam uses the crossover to get by KP, but KP is still with him. He has to go to this reverse layup, and he misses the tough finish. Overall, Porzingis has been a two-way force for this Boston Celtics team. Trading Marcus Smart for Porzingis was really controversial, with many fans disagreeing with the trade for Boston. But so far, Porzingis has fit in like a glove, and as he gets more chemistry with his teammates, I'm sure his impact on the court is only going to get better. Now let's discuss Jason Tatum. It seems like every season Jason Tatum improves, and this year he's taken another step forward. He's not only averaging a career high 30 points per game, but he's shooting the ball at career best efficiency, shooting 55% from the field. A big reason for Tatum's jump in efficiency is his dominance in the paint. Tatum is shooting an insane 80% within 5 feet of the basket. He put on 12 pounds of muscle over the offseason, and he worked with assistant coach Sam Cassell on his postgame, and we're seeing the hard work pay off in games. Porzingis isn't the only Celtic that's been going to work in the post. Tatum has been regularly abusing small players down low when he has a mismatch. A lot of his shots in the paint also come out of drives. He's got an incredible handle for a 6'8" player, so even when he can't get an easy blow by, he can break down defenders with moves like the crossover to get all the way to the rim. The improvement in the paint has not come at the expense of shooting. Jason Tatum has also done a lot of damage in the mid-range, where his size and high release point help him to get the shot off easily. The ability to turn drives into fadeaways allows Tatum to consistently get a good shot off no matter how he's guarded. And Tatum still has one of the deadliest step-back threes as well. There isn't a single area on the court where he's not comfortable scoring. And along with being an offensive juggernaut, Tatum is still putting in work on the less glamorous end. He's still playing excellent defense, and he's leading his team in rebounds as well. If Tatum sustains this all year long, he'll find himself #1 in MVP talks. Now let's discuss Jaylen Brown. He's been really aggressive from downtown to start the season, shooting over 7 3-pointers a game. If you don't guard up as he brings the ball up in transition, he'll pull up from deep and knock it down. Brown's ability to hit from downtown forces opponents to play honest defense on him, making it easier for him to get to the rim. His speed combined with his strong handle allows him to get by defenders at will, and his athleticism helps him to be a good finisher. And like Tatum, Brown is a legit 3-level scorer, having the ability to create for himself in the mid-range. Tatum is clearly the top player on this team, but Jaylen Brown has plenty of nights where he goes off and looks like the best player on the floor for the Celtics. The Boston Celtics have a hell of a defensive duo in their backcourt between Jrue Holiday and Derek White. They've both been wreaking havoc defensively on opponents to start the season. Jrue Holiday often guards the other team's best player regardless of position. He's only 6'4", but his incredible strength allows him to guard players much bigger than him. On this play, the Celtics have Jrue Holiday guarding the much taller Julius Randle. Randle tries to take Holiday down to the post, but Holiday is like a brick wall, and this is a really tough shot by Randle that misses. Here Holiday is matched up with Randle again. He wisely doesn't go for the up fake, moves his feet, and Randle nearly turns this ball over trying to get it to Jalen Brunson. On this inbound play, Holiday is going to wisely leave Randle and switch on to Jalen Brunson to prevent the open 3. After nearly losing it, Holiday forces Brunson into this tough 3-pointer that misses. Along with the incredible man-to-man defense, Holiday also impacts the game defensively off the ball. Even as a guard, Jrue Holiday has been a legit shot blocker, averaging nearly 2 blocks per game, which ranks #1 amongst guards in the NBA. If he's the last line of defense, he can go up and block or alter the shot of driving players. Derek White has been right behind Jrue Holiday in terms of blocking shots, ranking 2nd in the league in blocks per game amongst guards. He has great hustle, never giving up on plays. He'll even run guys down on fast breaks for chase down blocks. And along with the great defensive production, White is also scoring and shooting the ball for the Celtics with incredible efficiency. He's not only shooting lights out from downtown, but he also puts a ton of pressure on the rim with his drives to the basket. The two-way production of Derek White was a major reason the Celtics were comfortable letting go of Marcus Smart in the Porzingis trade, and so far, he's proving that gamble to be right. Summing things up, the Boston Celtics look like the most dominant team in the league early into the season. While the offseason moves cost them some valuable bench depth, the talent upgrades they made over the offseason has more than made up for it. Now, to be fair, it's still very early and there's still a lot of games that need to be played, but with the talent on this team and with how they're thriving on both ends of the floor, there's a strong argument to be made that the Celtics should be the favorite to come out of the East this year. But what do you guys think? Will the Celtics return to the finals this year? Is this the season Boston finally hangs up banner number 18? Let me see your thoughts down below in the comment section. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more amazing content just like it, please drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next video.